Inflation is out of control. The Fed's response has been a clown show. Hi, Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange. They said inflation was transitory. Right. They weren't going to raise rates 3/4 of a point. Now they have. They're lurching from chaos to confusion. No wonder consumer confidence has collapsed. Protect your wealth and profit with gold. Let us help. Call or stop by for a no-obligation consultation. Republic Monetary Exchange, the gold and silver experts, on Camelback just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus. My name is James C. Harris. I am your ringmaster. Well, we have in the center ring Paola Tulliani Zen. She wants to throw her hat into the ring to be the next governor of the great state of Arizona. And I have to tell you, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. A former businesswoman, you often talk about being in a position where if you had to take charge of a company and made sure everyone was making money, I mean, you would be able to do that with the state. Before we get into that budget plan, Last Friday, we had a little bit of an insurrection at the state capitol. If you were governor of the state, how would you react to it?
Well, obviously, any insurrection or any riot that would hurt property or people, I would have full force, the police there immediately. And that has to be controlled. They have to understand that this is not a way to create or to have their voice heard. And we would take a strong stand on this. And, this is something that's, again, dividing our country. We have a lot of people that are feeling that this was not justice, yet we have a lot of people that have been waiting for this.
What do you, when
ahead.
The decision came from the Supreme Court last week overturning Roe v. Wade, what position did you take?
Well, for me personally, it's the right step forward. We can't control, we can't fix everything, but we can really help build a morality back in our country, because we have a moral collapse in this country. And most people don't want to hear anything about moral collapse, because most people like to think that the United States is setting a good example for the rest of the world. We're no longer doing that. But first and foremost, I believe people have a right to freedom. But we need to provide information on the results of their decision and options available. And I don't believe we do that enough in our schools especially. And when we give messages out, for example, did you see the commercial Friday came out? It just blasted over and over. You are stopping us from having birth control. You are stopping us from marrying the person I love. These are the messages that attempt to influence and justify abortion. What hogwash. What an insane message. But that's what's fed to the people. Every day, more than 3,000 American babies are killed by abortion. And how about AOC stating forced pregnancy is a crime against humanity? My God, this is what we're telling the people. You know what? I'm not a judge. I don't judge anyone. I understand that many see this as the only option, especially when they're going through difficult times, and it's going to set them free because of their difficulties. Yet they don't realize at the time that decision will emotionally and physically imprison them. Many women later recognize after aborting that they have also killed a part of themselves. One very shocking study found that 86% of all abortions are done for the sake of convenience, yet with a lot of regrets. I talked to someone Saturday. She's 47 years old. And she brought up, what do you think, Paula, of Roe v. Wade? And I said, you know what? We're taking a step in the right direction. That it was unconstitutional. And she says, Paula, I had an abortion when I was 20. I have 2 boys. And she goes, there isn't a day that goes by that I still think of my decision. And I believe a lot of women feel that way. And I had a school teacher that disclosed that to me. After 2 others, we were in a meeting, and they asked me if I'm pro-choice. And I said, I'm pro-life. And the conversation quickly changed, but one of the teachers called me to the house and said, I said, I believe those 2 other teachers had abortions. And she says, you're right. And you know what? I've never disclosed this to anyone, not even my mother. 9 years ago, I had an abortion. Paula, it destroyed me. There wasn't a day that I didn't think about it. I had to figure out that I had to forgive myself and God had to forgive me. But it's the fallout of this. And we don't talk about it. We don't prepare kids in school. And what's happened? We've given the government, we put them to create a law that states it's okay, it's lawful. So what? Have they become our God, our conscience?
It seems that way. It really does seem that way. We have Paola Tulliani Zen in the center ring of the circus. She wants to throw her hat into the ring to be governor of the great state of Arizona. Let me ask you this. We just had this budget passed that people are saying could bankrupt the state. If you were elected governor, what will your first act be when it comes to the budget?
Well, first of all, I would work with the legislators in the Senate. I would be there. And that's how I work in business. I want to know every department and where are we allocating our money. I know there were some Congress women that were very upset about the allocation of monies to some areas in the budget. And I was not privy to that, but I'm getting a copy of it. You know what? You got to look at the numbers. You can't make everybody happy, and you can't buy the Democrats. You know, we have to do a job for the Arizonans, and that's what I would do. And I believe in looking at every department and auditing. You know, they're asking for more money in education. We may need it, right? But you know what? Where is this money going? No one has ever done an audit. You know, I asked the treasurer of Maricopa, you were the treasurer. Why didn't you do it? He said, Ducey, absolutely not. Why? Are we going to discover mismanagement of money?
Tired of long waits and rushed care at the ER and urgent care clinic? Next time, stay home and let Dispatch Health bring the power of the hospital to you.
I call Dispatch Health. A care team of medical professionals actually come to your house.
They're the same caliber of people that you would see if you were at a hospital or an urgent care.
Dispatch Health can treat most non-life-threatening emergencies.
They can do the x-rays, they can do stitches.
Urinary tract infections, blood test, urinalysis, ultrasound.
It's almost everything that they can do at the ER.
You never feel rushed. They're there for you and only you.
I felt like their only patient.
And it costs no more than a trip to urgent care because Dispatch Health is covered by most insurance, including Medicare. See if we serve your home at dispatchhealth.com.
Dispatch Health really went above and beyond.
It's wonderful to have care come to your home.
House calls are back, and they're better than ever. Learn more at dispatchhealth.com.